that's the first time I gave my life to Jesus, in the sense that it's not about the study and the apologetics and the logic and the rationality and all the history and everything. It's about the relationship with Jesus, and that is something that I don't know I had ever really understood until I absolutely had to understand it to survive. My name is Dan. I have been a believer my entire life. I was baptized as a baby in another denomination. Spent my entire life a Christian and believing that I was good and everything was fine. Went through my entire life. I know a ton about God and the Bible. I've never doubted. I've never doubted my salvation and the resurrection and the deity of Christ and all of it. I've never questioned, never thought about it, and it's always just been there and it's been firm. And what I didn't realize is that the one thing missing was the relationship.
Hi, I'm Alicia. I've chosen to be baptized because it's been a really hard couple of years. I was baptized as a baby, and my family they're not a part of any church or any religion.
Hi, my name is Jacoby. I've been following Jesus for about 4 years now, I'd say, and I've started my life out not believing in Jesus. I used to be a rambunctious little kid that did whatever he wants outside and didn't care for anybody's feelings.
As I got into adulthood, and I went through 2 decades of adulthood now, fighting under my own power, under my own will, under my own understanding, I have gone through and felt like I was starting to lose the fight, and my reserves were running on empty, and there was this almost like a hole, like a pit growing inside me. And after some traumatic events in the last couple of years, my wife brought me to CK, and I realized instantly that when I looked inside, I had let myself drift away from God and away from building a relationship with Christ and with God. And that's what I need in my life. And I realized that very quickly.
I had, as an adult, I feel like it's been a lot harder than I would have ever expected. And last year I went through a lot of medical issues and I nearly died. It was really hard because no doctor believed me. I really felt like I had to fight for a long time, and it felt like I didn't know how to go through every day, and I felt really helpless and hopeless.
When I moved closer to the church and in a different area, my stepmother, who I love greatly, has forced me to go to church. Once I stepped in the church and I felt the love of Jesus, I've changed. I've stopped being so annoying, and I've tried my best to understand people's feelings and how they felt.
Coming to Calvary Kitchener has changed my life over the last couple of months, and I want to make the next step. So I'm getting baptized today because I need to make that commitment. I realize it doesn't matter how much I know about God and about faith. It's having it, it's knowing God and knowing faith and living it in my life that's gonna get me there. So that's what this is. I'm here to make that commitment.
I realized the biggest thing I was missing was just a relationship with God. And when I just felt like I didn't know how to go on anymore, I joined CK, and it was so hard at first, and I felt awkward and a little uncomfortable. And then I realized like how much I was missing and how broken I felt without God. And I feel like He really saved me. So I want to be baptized to commit to God forever.
I really want to be baptized just so I can get closer to Him and so I can do better in what I'm trying to succeed at.
I believe
in the Lord Jesus Christ,
and I'm ready to be baptized.
and I'm ready to be baptized.
And I'm ready to be baptized.